that might get me fired up. I've been ready for this one. What are some other Husker content creators that you recommend? You got a new Husker fan here. They're only a Husker fan because they watch my show. And I do appreciate that. This came from someone that I know like in real life that's didn't grow up a Nebraska fan. So they want to know some more Husker content creators. So I'll start there and then we're going to kind of take a different direction with this. Okay. I highly recommend, and if I don't mention you, don't be upset. Like I'm just naming some of the guys I'm really cool with, people I'm really cool with. There's a lot of great ones out there, right? The No Block No Rock guys are fantastic. You guys have heard me talk about this on this page before. I write a blog for them on their website. I love those guys. I love those guys at No Block No Rock. Generation Red. They do fantastic stuff. That's why I'm collabing with them and getting a video, the breakdown on their page. Ken and Scott both. I've never got to meet Scott, but Ken has been fantastic to me in person, through DMs, through text messages, all that. Ken is fantastic to me. The Husker Army podcast, they have a really good thing going on right now. They got a multi-time national champion on them, right? So they do really good things. There's a whole bunch of really good things. But here's kind of where I want to go with this. Okay, it is starting to get to me a little bit that a lot of these big content creators that have this such big platform and they're a piece of garbage humans. I'm going to be real. That's what ticks me off. Okay. It ticks me off that there's guys like Generation Red or like the Husker Army podcast that have a couple hundred subs and they're doing really well. But they can't get the time of day from some of these guys that are huge and they're a piece of garbage humans. It ticks me off that some of these guys that think that they have such a big page that they're worth more, that they're better than you, right? It just really, and I'm not saying everyone with the big page is bad. Go Big Redcast. Love those guys. Love Go Big Redcast. They got a whole bunch of subscriptions on their YouTube page. Justin Adams, voice of college football. I've been on his show. He's fantastic to me. He's one of the best guys out there. I didn't mean to not mention him when I was going through great shows, right? Justin Adams is fantastic. I love that guy. It's one of the best, most genuine humans on this platform. They got other guys, right? You got other people that are, they're real big, so they're going to go messaging the smaller content creators saying, I'd love to be on your show. Oh, yeah, but you got to pay me hundreds of dollars to do it. They're trying to benefit them. You got piece of garbage humans hiding behind burner accounts, talking shit to high school kids, talking shit to players' families. They don't have to acknowledge any of the bad stuff they did. They just get a huge platform to go out there and do it. Go make money off talking about Husker sports without ever acknowledging all the BS they had in their past. They're just going to move on, block anyone that talks about it. That's what ticks me off in this Husker space, is that some of these guys, here's why it ticks me off, okay? Is that we are giving some of these guys, we're basing like how good of a person or how good their content is or just how good they are just based on that subscriber number. And that's what ticks me off. That's why I'm suggesting part of the reason I didn't suggest those other guys, they have huge pages. Okay. I love those guys. But like Generation Red needs more love. I'm being for real. Generation Red deserves a lot of love. They do a lot of hard work and they work hard on that show. Husker Army, they work hard on that show. No Block, No Rock. It blows my mind they're not at 1,000 subscribers right now. It blows my mind. It just blows my mind. And I know all you guys are going to get there, right? I'm nowhere near there. So I'm not even saying I'm just saying it ticks me off that a lot of Husker fans think of some of these guys that have huge YouTube channels that are pieces of crap humans and think of them as better than the smaller YouTube pages just because that subscriber count isn't as high. It ticks me off, man. So I'm sorry to go on a little bit of rant about that. But, man, there's some really good people working really freaking hard, and they can't get any love. They don't get the love from the masses because their page isn't as big. That's what ticks me off. Just when you got actual, terrible human beings that won't admit to their actions or won't admit they did something wrong blowing up. That's what ticks me off. And I'm sorry to go on a little bit of a rant there. I'm starting to get a little bit fired up, and it just ticks me off because there's just some really good people that need to be making They need to be doing better than what they are, and it's not their fault. It ticks me off that we just prop some of these guys up as God when they're pieces of garbage. That's all. But we're going to move on from that.